guys, welcome to day 3, workout 2 of She Moves Feel Great in 5. So today we are going to be working our back and core. So we're going to start by standing and doing a roll down, okay? So big shoulder roll, zip up through the core, gentle lift of the pelvic floor and chin to chest, rolling down. Head is nice and heavy. And then here we're going to inhale and open the chest, feel that stretch through the calves and hamstrings, and then bend the knees and walk out to a plank position. So nice and strong, pressing away from the mat, pressing out through those heels, and you can feel your lower abdominals trying to draw up. So it's not a sucking in, it's a wrapping around feeling. Just make sure I'm in your frame. Then here, knees come down. Untuck the toes and we're going to lower all the way down. Here, rolling the shoulders, open the chest. We inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, draw them back. Inhale, lift the hands or reach out, and exhale, draw the elbows back as your chest comes away from the ground a little. So we lower as we lift the hands, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Then release down. Bring the hands right next to your pectorals, underwire, boobs, whatever you've got going on there. Elbows in tight, roll the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, and I want you to stiffen up through these legs and press up. So the hips are coming off the mat, the knees and shins and hands are in contact. Here we bend the elbows back into towards our waist and lower down. And then again, tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor lifts, press. So take it nice and easy here. Try not to overthink it. I know it's hard because we think, oh, I can't do that, or oh, that feels awful, but just try to connect with the core rather than the back. Here you can come just a little halfway down, like a little bend through the elbows and push up if that feels better for you. You're really pressing through the heel of the hand. Good, let's go 3 of your choice. Either big ones or small ones. And then last one, press. Good job. Sitting it back into child's pose. Nice deep breath here, really stretching everything out. Good job. Then we're going to come up onto hands and knees, so onto all fours. Hands are right under your shoulders and knees are right under your hips, but you might find it easier to bring them together. So play around with what works for you when you feel most balanced. Here we're going to take opposite hand, opposite leg. So I've got my right hand, left leg, and we're just going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So core is really strong, and we're trying to really lift up and out of our supporting hip and shoulder. This is, I find this quite a tedious move where I think, oh God, but it is so good for building our strength. So, while I think we should all find exercise we enjoy, like everything in life, we're not going to enjoy every single second of it. So hopefully you like this exercise, but if you don't, I'm with you. I get it. Let's go 3, 2, and 1, and then gently as you can, transition to the other side. So tap and lift, tap and lift. You want to try and create a strong foundation here with this arm so that instead of hyperextending and your elbow crease facing forward, you're trying to wrap it so it's facing the midline, and there you're activating your tricep and your muscles rather than falling into the joint. Good, nice and strong. Remember, you don't have to come up super high. Just think of length. There's plenty of space around the shoulders, so your shoulders aren't up near your earlobes. Keep it really strong and stable. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it in, sit back in child's pose again, and just rock side to side, getting that nice stretch. One more thing here, especially if that does feel tight, is to take one arm and thread it under the other, just to open up through the back of your body. Sometimes doing a little bit of a stretch, let's go to the other side, a little bit of a stretch mid-session will mean you get so much more out of it. Good. Then coming to laying on the ground. Here we're going to take the hands under the head. We're going to tuck the tailbone under. And then I just want you to think of elongating the leg. The hip bone makes contact with the ground and the foot lifts, right? So down, then other side, lift. It's a really subtle move, helping to activate your glutes. So if you're finding this, that your glutes aren't switching on, which is something I struggle with, it's often from really tight glutes. So you need to get a spiky ball into your bum cheek or tight hips. Most things in our life these days are just tight things. So here I want you to lengthen both legs out if that feels okay through your back. Connect to your core, and here we're going to click your heels together. So core is strong, head is either relaxing down or you can have your fists stacked and just little connection all through the body. So shoulders are back and down, core is switched on, bum is squeezing like no one's business, inner thighs are active, feet are tapping together like little otter hands. Do otters have hands? All right, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? I think so. Come with these hands next to your chest again. Shoulders roll back and down. Tailbone tucks under. Nice strong press. And then we're going to flip elegantly over onto our backs. So, resting your head down, relaxing the palms. Here we're going to connect with your core. So, first of all, zipping up through the tummy, lifting the pelvic floor, and then pressing to your feet, the soles of your feet, especially the heels, and start to tilt your pelvis like it's a big bowl of soup. Tilt it so the soup is falling all over you. Such a great visual, isn't it? Here we're lifting the hips up into a bridge position, and then articulating the spine down, one vertebra at a time. Just noticing if you feel any bits that feel stuck or tight. Pressing through the soles of the feet, articulating up through the spine, shoulder blades still in contact with the mat, and then rolling back down. Deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Back of the neck nice and long, so there's no tension through the neck or the jaw or the temples. Sometimes we can really be holding so much tension in our face and neck and shoulders and we don't realise. So really trying to release that a little bit here. Deep breaths, inhale and then exhale, roll up. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Then here we're going to connect to that core a little bit more deeply and float one knee up to tabletop. So the knee's right over the hip. The spine's in neutral, so there's no gap through your lower back. And then here, it might feel enough for you to just tap and lift that knee. Otherwise, I want you to make sure that your ribs are funneling down. There's no doming through your tummy, and you can't fit any fingers into an abdominal separation if you have one. And here we're just going to tap and lift. Tap and lift. If you do have any of those things happening, take it back to one leg and really connect with your core. Try and keep those hips stable. Otherwise, practicing with this, with both knees up. So it's always a balance, isn't it, of challenging yourself and listening to your body. So when it comes to core work, if you have abdominal doming or if you can fit your fingers in your ab separation, that means that I've got ab separation as well from having kids, but when I activate my core, it connects. So if you have the abdominal separation, that's not the problem. It's about connecting that brain to muscle connection to facilitate the movement, so to keep your core strong, to protect your back and things like that. So we're always playing with that balance of challenging yourself while listening to your body. And if there's doming or you can, or pain or whatever, that means you're not getting the most out of the exercise. Even right now, I'm gripping through my upper middle back a little. So if you are too, just push it a little bit into the ground and try and focus on the core. Focus on your breath. So exhaling when you need that power, inhaling to float it back up. Exhale and inhale. Last one. Good. Hug the knees in. Roll over the lower back. Nice. All right. Then here, flattening down the feet, we are going to take the hands behind the back of the head. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale, lift head, neck and shoulders, just slightly. Inhale, reach the hands. Exhale, see if you can lift a little higher, and then keeping that height, inhale, take the hands behind the back of the head and gently come down. So again, pelvic floor lifts, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, see if you can lift a little higher, and then as you inhale, keep that height, hands come behind the head and release. Good. One last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Inhale, reach those hands. And then exhale, see if you can lift just that tiny little bit more. Keep the height of the head as you inhale, take the hands behind. And then exhale, release and relax. Good job. All right. Here we're going to take both legs up. So again, option one here is to take one leg, have hands down by your sides, and here you're going to just draw circles with the toe on the roof, or imagine doing so, without this other knee rocking around. If you want to take it a little bit further, we're going to go to Yin Yangs, which are my favorite exercise, where we just tap your inner thighs together and your feet circle around like little yin yangs. So deep breaths, legs are so long and strong, dare I say erect. They are very erect. So you want to keep it really, really strong. You want those inner thighs to kiss together and those feet just past one another in a kind of little circle. If you're doing one leg at a time, you can swap sides. Zip up through the tummy. Find that connection and relax your shoulders and neck and head. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one, and hug the knees in and relax. Good job. All right. The next one that we have for our core is bringing the feet down. Here we're going to come back up into bridge, tuck the tailbone under, and here I want you to bring the arms up as well. So take the arms overhead, the palms are facing each other, and then here we're going to tap the bum down and then bring the hands down towards the ground as the hips come up. So arms come up, bum taps, inhale, then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice long back of the neck. Feeling your shoulder blades getting more mobile each rep. So feeling them in touch with the carpet and just noticing how far they can go back. So if they don't go all the way to the floor, that's fine, but you might find in a few weeks they are able to, which is an awesome way to track your progress, that range of movement. Good. Using your breath, feel that thumb working hard. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and then lower the hips down, hug the knees in, roll over your lower back. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come up to sitting. So take the hands into the little pockets behind the knees, pull on the legs while you push into your hands. We're going to inhale and then exhale, chin to chest, and slowly roll up to sitting. Here, we are going to imagine that we have a strap in our hands. So here, we are just tilting back, so if we're upright, the knees are bent, we're just tilting back slightly, cores connected, and then here we're pulling our invisible strap back and pushing it forward. So creating resistance and trying to imagine not letting it snap back if we had an elastic resistance band. So creating resistance in both directions, drawing those shoulder blades back and down. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Nice. So coming forward, take the soles of the feet together and just lean forward here and rock a little side to side. Try and straighten your back wherever you are in the stretch. Good job. And then sitting up, and we'll come to a kneeling hip stretch. So take one leg out in front. I'll just move back slightly. Take one knee out in front and lean into the heel and lunge into that knee, and you'll feel that nice opening through the hip. Then you can straighten up and get more of a stretch down through the quad. So play around with what feels best for you. All right, and then other side, kneeling hip stretch, leaning right into it, and then we'll straighten up. Good job. I hope that that felt good for you. We just want to start working on opening up the chest, strengthening our back muscles, which we'll do a lot on Friday as well, and just getting some gentle energy into the body. Straighten up this hip. So these workouts, I think, really show that movement that looks like nothing, you can really feel it, and it's doing so much good to our body. I've always said that Pilates is kind of like the hardest, easiest workout you'll ever do, because you're kind of rolling around on the mat and it's not like running and that well, I find horrible, but I shouldn't say it's horrible. But you know, it's not that high intensity, high impact training, but it is so effective. And what I always say is that you will feel like an agile fox of a woman pretty soon if you do it consistently, because it just does make you feel really limber and agile and strong, because this core is the foundation of everything we do, from picking up kids to pushing trolleys to getting in and out of the car. Everything we do, our core strength relies on. So it's so important that we have that as our foundation. So anyway, I will stop ranting and you can get on with your day. Let's come to a forward fold, head nice and heavy, and then rolling up. And then let's have 3 deep breaths together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And release. Good job. I hope that felt great. I hope that you're feeling energized and strong and awesome. And go into your day feeling like you can do anything, because we can do hard things and we are awesome. All right, have a good one, and I will see you Friday for our 3rd workout of the week, where we will be doing lots of fun things. So bring some cans or light dumbbells or whatever you've got lying around, a water bottle, wine bottle, you do you. All right, I'll see you then. Bye.